Heard exclusively live on Magic. This is the UK Top 20 Rewind with the Emperor Rosko.
Hi.
All right, let's start that countdown. This is the Emperor Rosko. Welcome to the show. Paul Burnett. Stand-in last week was Adrian Just. But this week, it's moi. And as always, we got two charts for the price of one on the UK Top 20 Rewind. Shaun Tilley. I got to sing it when I hear. Anyway, he's going to be here next hour with our classic countdown from July of 87. But right now, it's the Top 20 highlights from December of 1975. Hey, this was the month and year when Upstairs, Downstairs came to an end on ITV while Fawlty Towers was starting up on BBC One, and the Emperor Rosko ruled on Radio 1. The big news story concerned 39-year-old Bradford Joyner, Donald Nielsen, who it was revealed was the man behind the Black Panther armed robberies and the kidnappings of Leslie Whittle. During this hour, we'll play you the very best from this particular chart, including 3 new entries and 1 re-entry. Let us start with a song that was moving down 20. A British group with their one and only UK Top 20 hits. They've gotten all the way up to number 9. May I offer you Jigsaw? One of my favorites. This is Sky High. ABBA, Mamma Mia, have mercy, we count them all down. It's the UK Top 20 Rewind, and this is your guest DJ, the Emperor Rosko.
Emperor Rosko, R-O-S-K-O, Rosko.
Standing by for number 14. Please welcome Steve Marriott, Ronnie Lane, Ian McLagan, and Kenny Jones.
Over bridge of sight.
Andy Fairweatherlow, wide-eyed and legless. Former lead singer of the band Amen Corner. He also had a hit with a spin-off group called Fairweather in 1970. But this was his most successful of 2 solo UK Top 20 hits. Went all the way up to number 6. Bay City Rollers. That's the Shaun Tilley theme song. And he will be here next hour, dealing with July from 1987. In the meantime, we continue with December of 75 on the UK Top 20 Rewind. Money Honey, Bay City Rollers with the Emperor Rosko. Number 4, Hot Chocolate, You Sexy Thing. It's just missed out on the top spot by getting to number 2. This song was remixed in the 80s and reissued in the 90s thanks to its success on the Full Monty soundtrack.
I believe in miracles.
All righty, Laurel and Hardy from that classic movie Way Out West back in 1937. That's it from me, the Emperor Rosko. Stand by for Shaun Tilley, who's here very shortly with chart highlights from July of 1987 on the UK Top 20 Rewind. And a quick reminder that filling in for Paul Burnett's shoes next week will be Kid Jensen, followed by Benny Brown the week after. We leave you with the best-selling song from December of 75, courtesy of Freddie Mercury, Brian May, Roger Taylor, and John Deacon. We are going to go with that monster song from Queen. If you're ready, we go with a Bohemian Rhapsody.
Is this the real life?
This is the UK Top 20 Rewind with Shaun Tilley.
Hi.
I think this is an ugly rumour, actually. I'm not entirely sure whether it's fact or whether it's fiction. But my very good friend, Mr. Michael Pasternak, in other words, the Emperor Rosko, is trying to get in contact with our studio. That's
Hello, hello.
Hello, Rosko. Can you hear me?
I can hear something.
We're trying to get in contact with your studio, see?
Check.
Are you receiving us? Loud and clear. Hello.
Yes, I've got it. I think we've made contact.
I just wanted to say, thank you very much for bringing us that splendid chart in the last hour, and perhaps you'd be good enough to let me get on with my hour now.
All right.
And I understand you're going to be coming back in a few weeks' time to present another one of these, so I'll say for now, Mike, goodbye, and thank you.
Shaun Tilley, stand by the party.
The UK Top 20 Rewind.
So we move on from December 1975 and firmly established contact with July 1987. Now, this was the month and year when Nigel Mansell won the British Grand Prix. Oxford University refused Mrs. Thatcher an honorary degree for the second time. Jeffrey Archer won libel action against the Daily Star newspaper, and ex-Liberal MP Clement Freud was knighted. During this hour, we'll play you a corking concoction of musical memories from this particular time, including 3 chart entries. But first, here's Erasure, who are spending their final week on the survey with Victim of Love.
20. Greatest hits non-stop on Magic's UK Top 20 Rewind.
Shaun Tilley.
These are the songs you made famous on the UK Top 20 Rewind. 4.
This is Magic.
Kissing like a bandit, stealing time.
Sisters Anne and Nancy Wilson, whose chart career in the States began a whole 10 years before it did in this country. Heart, Alone, up to number 3 in July 1987. This hour's randomly chosen chart on the UK Top 20 Rewind. Before it, no move at number 4 for Terence Trent D'Arby and Wishing Well. So the question is, do we play it or do we not play it? Some of the memories we might conjure up with this next single might be horrific. Some of them might make you chortle, but one thing's for sure, it was a former number 1. But on this particular survey, there was no move at For the Firm. Star Trekking. And that's going to do it for another edition of the UK Top 20 Rewind. This is Shaun Tilley on behalf of my co-host, who this week was the Emperor Rosko. Thank you very much for listening, and join me next time around on the show when I'll be joined once again by Kid Jensen. In the meantime, we're going to leave you with the biggest and the best-selling single from July 1987. And in every sense of the word, it's a classic from Neil Tennant and Chris Lowe from the Pet Shop Boys. Here's It's a Sin.
1.